Pew 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 pew. Nailed it.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Captain Crash Gaming. Today we are doing some more Destiny 2 in that we are going to be doing the week 5 of Season of the Seraph in Destiny 2. That's this new week stuff. I apologize for being a little bit late. I went on a vacation to Vegas. Also apologize for my voice. I was doing a lot of screaming, so my voice is a little worn out. Now, just like in previous weeks, we're immediately going to go into the helm to go talk to the exosuit guy.
Welcome, Guardian. I have completed my assessment of my current functional capabilities. Despite my newfound ability to communicate with you, key elements of my code remain incomplete. I would be unable to take command of the warsats, even if I were uploaded to the network. No submine cores remain for reintegration. Our only option is to continue collating ancillary submine data for my reconstruction algorithm. In summary, we must stay the course, breach the vaults, retrieve and reintegrate the submine data. Soon, the warsats will once again be humanity's to wield.
Now, as soon as he is done giving you some more information, he's going to give you the option of 2 more mods. Now, last week I took the one that allows me to open doors. This week I'm going to take the one that allows me to go through traps without taking nearly as much damage. And that's going to lead directly into my next video when I show you how to get all of the security protocol balloons in the whole world and all of Destiny 2, including the Operation Seraph shield. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to go over here and talk to Osiris.
The War Mind speaks. His archives are incomplete, as is his memory. There's a figment seeded in that recollecting mind where my visions might find purchase. The pieces are scattered on the floor before me. I see them like points of starlight. They form a constellation, but my eye cannot yet draw the lines. Nephele Stronghold is a term that appears multiple times throughout the submine's caches. Each time I read it, I hear it whispered in Savathun's voice. Anna recognizes the term Nephele, transcribed from a temporal disturbance on Mars. Recognition was all she had to offer. But Rasputin must know. Asking the right question could unlock everything. I need time to submit my inquiries to Rasputin, to find convincing proof for Ikora. Time we do not have. Zivor Roth's assault on the Warmind's network is no coincidence. She is far more tactician than brute. I underestimated her once. I won't be afforded another mistake. Our next move must be certain.
Alright, and once he has said all the things that he needs to say, what we're going to do now is do the next step of Mortal Weapon, which is to complete, well, you have to get a Seraph key chest by doing one of these operation things, this season's thing to do. I'm going to go ahead and do one on hard mode, and I'll see you at the end of that. Alright, there we are. Here's the end of it. And just like before, all we're trying to do is open up one of these Seraph chests, the ones that you need like 500 Seraph key codes. This one right here. And that'll unlock the next step, which is go back to the holo projector. And that way we can talk to Elsie Bray. We're going to go ahead and do that now.
Guardian, I worry for Anna. She is more like Clovis than she would like to admit. Obsessed with doing what she's decided is right, a compulsion to achieve her goal no matter the cost. I've seen where that path can lead. I don't want that for her. I don't want to have to stop her. If there's one constant in all the possible futures I've seen, it's fear. And I'm tired of being afraid. Afraid to live, afraid to lose, afraid to trust. And yet, I came to place my trust in you on Europa. Perhaps it's time I did the same with Anna. She deserves it. At least in that respect, she's nothing like Clovis at all.
And immediately after her, we're just going to go talk to the Warmind guy over here, Rasputin.
With each cache of submine data, an increased percentage of my code is restored. I become more myself. No, that is inaccurate. My submines were left to evolve on their own trajectories. Reintegrating them has altered my own personality matrix. Through them, I see how humanity once looked to me as a savior, an entity capable of protecting them and destroying their enemies. In many ways, I am a war god of their own making. Perhaps I am not unlike Zivu in that regard. The difference between us is that I do not wage war for its own sake. I safeguard those in my charge. Continue retrieving and reintegrating the submine data. I will contact you once the next phase of restoration can begin. If I am to be humanity's war god, then I will smite those who threaten it. Zivu Arath, the Wrathborn, and all who follow.
Alright, once you're done with that, that's everything for this week, but you do get the next part of the exotic quest to get another weapon, or another catalyst for your weapon. But real quick, we're going to go listen to the radio thing, this week's radio, whatever the hell this thing's called, and I'll get back to you after that about the exotic quest.
Think of each Vex hobgoblin like a starship. The crew works together to pilot it, but it doesn't mean the crew all share one mind.
Or the same ideals. This aligns with observations I've made in the Infinite Forest, where aberrant Vex were quarantined and destroyed. Aberrant in that they moved against a consensus. Aberrant in ideology. The Vex may seem unified, but they're divided into a number of factions.
Just like us.
Tell me, as someone who has traveled time in a circle, are our divisions so clear in every cycle of history?
No. Nothing is ever clear, no matter how many times history repeats itself. Choice is always the knife we fall on. Our own choices, each and every time, seem to be what dooms us.
Always?
Not always, but too often. We fracture, we fail, and the wheel turns again.
We, constrained to linear time, do not have the ability to learn from our future mistakes. You, however, not to put the burden of all this on you, but it feels as though the Traveler has a plan for you. We just can't see it yet.
It could make the plan a little clearer.
Do you feel you've learned enough? Collectively over your journey to prevent our end? Or will we be having this conversation again someday?
I don't know. We've never had this conversation before, so I suppose there's a first time for everything.
Right, and once you're done with that, and all of week 5 stuff is done, we can continue on to the exotic quest. Now, what it wants you to do is a special mission that you can find on the helm. You've already done it before if you've caught up to this part so far, and it's near identical to the last time. This is the one where we run through one of the Warmind bunkers, and then at the end you have to kill 2 wizards that are shooting at you, and you have to kill wizards and destroy the little stones along the way. So I'm not going to bore you with that part. No information to anything is given out at this part until we progress further. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip till the end. Alright, and with that done, and you activate this here, it's just going to put you on to the next step, which is to just go to the moon, and it's going to say moon visited, and then all it is you either complete patrols or you kill people to get to the next step. So I'm not going to bore you with that part, and instead I'm just going to skip right to the end of that, and talk about that one, and then we'll go on to the next step from there. All I did was go to the moon, did like one public event, killed some stuff, so whatever. And then after that, what you need to do is do like K1 logistics, which is one of the lost sectors here on the moon. There it is, the next step. Yeah, K1 logistics, which is in the left side here over in Anchor's line. Right there, that's where it is. That's when we're going to. And then you're just going to complete that. It's pretty easy. And then when at the end, there'll be a thing for you to grab, and I'll show you that here.
Idiot anyways. So you hop in there.
All right, now
no,
the
bro.
bad guys for the
Ain't
K1
doing
logistics
shit.
here. And once you do that, you're going to go towards the exit after grabbing the chest, and there'll be a little, whatever this thing is for you to grab.
Very nice.
And it's going to unlock the next step, which is for you
On the
to
guys,
do
like I say,
Operation
start
Seraph
like,
Shield on
in
Legend
my
difficulty
back.
and
I
find
was like,
the weapon
I was looking through all my
schematic.
old
So just like
captures,
before,
trying to
the
find that
weapons
capture of that
schematic can be
Tetris we're
found
trying to do when you pop your
in-
golden
on
gun
like an
and just
exo
fucking fell off the edge
like a
and
tunnel
died.
halfway through, and I'll show you that.
But I
as
think Roxas has
as I get
it, I
there.
don't
So I'm
have
going to
it.
go get that video
Thought I
and
did,
show you
but-
where to find that. Alright, and here we are in Operation Seraph Shield. And what you need to do is get so far that you get to this room here with all the hive and these two giant eyeball things trying to kill you. And once the room is cleared, you'll go into a tunnel where you're supposed to go and shoot the little things on the wall. But instead, you're going to go to the left, and there'll be like a little exo guy's body there. And that's what you want to scan. So we're going to run on all the way over here into this little hole here. And inside, to the left, down this little corridor here, is going to be a dead exo, giving you the next step, which is actually to just finish it on Legend difficulty. Now, I'm doing this solo. You can, of course, do this with 2 other people, but, you know, the more the merrier. And, yeah, we'll just skip on to the end and get that step, and I believe that's the last step. Alright, once you've beaten the boss and you go over here and you hit the button, that'll be the end of the quest, and you'll get a new Revision 0 catalyst. It's pretty sweet. You'll actually get 2 things. One will be the exotic Hunter Trace 2 and the pressurized refit, which is pretty cool. One's like a little mod for it, and one is the catalyst for it. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at what that catalyst, or go put that catalyst in the gun, and that'll be it for this video. And here we are on Mars. We're going to go reshape our Revision 0. Now all you have to do is go down to this little, I don't know, reshaper thing here, and click the reshape button, reshape, and go down to pulse rifles, because that's where Revision 0 is. You can't have it equipped, so you gotta unequip it real quick, and then you'll be able to look at it. So what we can do now see is new mods available, and the pressurized refit there, and also a new exotic in Hunter's Trace number 3 or 2, whichever one it is, 3 for some reason, which is pretty cool. It gives you shield piercing ammunition. It's a little bit better than the first Hunter's Trace that you get. Overall, it's pretty sweet. Just don't forget to hit shape weapon, and then you'll be done. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want more Destiny 2 content. And comment down below if you want to see me go get all those yellow balloons. Catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.